Yo, gang, so we back with part 4 of the MONIQUE interview. So last one was her speaking on DL, and I think how she got started with stand-up basically. Now, something I learned is a lot of y'all either gonna like her, or you gonna love her or you gonna hate her. You know, she gonna speak your ideas. Some people see it as she real, she the truth. We need more like her, and some people gonna look at it as she a bitch, she messy, she hard to work with. You know what I'm saying? And this inspired me to say, like, shout out to the good people that's still here, bro. Like, that's on earth, the good humans, the people who understand, like, man, it's shitty people out here, but that don't mean I'm gonna treat people shitty because people be treating me shitty. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna let that bring me down to a low level that I gotta put that type of energy out. Nah, I hold my own, like I own my soul. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let nobody own my soul with their negativity. I'm gonna still put some positivity out here. So with all that being said, man, I just wanna say that real quick. Shout out to y'all, the good people. Let's get into this. She was to it, part 4.
When did Mo get a first big break in comedy?
The Apollo Theater. And the sister that stay out front that had the jerry curl, if she liked you, everybody liked you.
Right.
If she did not like you, nobody liked you. And when I saw that woman stand to her feet, baby,
Good.
I was good.
She knew.
There were so many moments.
Were you nervous to go on Apollo? Because, you know, everybody know about the Apollo.
You're nervous every time.
You still get nervous to go on?
Every time, baby. And not the nervous when you're scared. It's just that, like, oh, I get to do it again.
Yeah.
Like when you go out to the field, it's
Yeah.
like, oh, it's that. I still get that, yeah.
Wow. I mean, to hear you speak and to see, like, how passionate, you're a very, very passionate person about everything.
I love us. I loved us.
I think that's one thing that's makes me like Monique the best. I don't care about the one thing I like about Monique is just simply the I love us. You know what I'm saying? Like, I like the people who like our people. You know what I'm saying? Because they understand we need each other to win. Why we gotta be going at it? Nah, we supposed to be building.
Like, when I say I love my people, Shannon. I love us. I love everybody.
Right.
But my people, I love us. So when I speak on things, it's not to drop shade, mess, or tea. I'm too damn grown for that. I'm
Right.
56 and a grandmother. Who got time for that? But I say it because will it make us better?
Right.
Will it make us come to the table and say, you know what do we really leave for the babies that's coming behind us? That means something to me. When I talked about them damn bonnets, let me tell you something.
Yeah, you said, hey, come on, can we, like, when we come out the house, can we not have the bonnets on? Can we not have the pajamas on? Can we not have the house shoes going in the
The whole damn Halloween costume.
Hey, my homie say he don't like to go to Walmart because the females and shit be having pajamas on, bonnets on. He said that's why he go to Target, because you don't see none of that shit, bro.
It's a Halloween costume that you wear on Halloween. And I am passionate about that because what is the representation that we're giving to the little girls that's walking behind you? What is the representation that we're giving to our black men that's walking beside us? What is the reputation that we're giving? And when they would say to me, oh, Monique, you don't know what they going through. We always been going through something.
Yes.
We was going through something when we got off the damn boat. We've been going through something.
True.
But once you lose the pride and the dignity of what you feel like you look like, then we've lost. So I wasn't backing down on that. It's like, no, y'all, we owe ourselves that. We owe ourselves that.
How hard is it?
All right, I'm trying to see like my take on it. Like, if you want to pop out like that, then that's just you popping out. But I get it as far as like what you giving off to people, but is you really supposed to care about what you giving off to people? You know what I'm saying? So I mean, just like wishy-washy about majority of things. Like, If that's what you want to do, that's what make you happy, all right. But when I see a person like that, you know you're gonna have like a little judgment of what you think they person character is, what they do when they go home. The fact that you'll be like, man, you ain't even care enough to put on no clothes. You ain't care enough. Ain't nobody tell you to put on no makeup. Just put on some clothes.
For you to love some in the community when you know they don't love you back.
My name is Lulu LaFortune.
But if that's what you want to do, ladies, like I said, I'm a man my business person. So that's just your thing, bro. That's just your thing. I don't be trying to overjudge nothing, man. That's what you do. That's what you do.
Are my thoughts
In the community when you know they don't love you back.
That's a good one, Shannon. Okay. That's a good one, because sometimes I be in the bathroom having conversations with the ones that don't love me back, but I still love them because I just know they're misinformed. We've been conditioned in such a way in our community to eat each other up and spit each other out. Mm-hmm. We've been conditioned. Well, I don't like her, and I love my people.
But why?
Why do I love my people?
No, I'm saying a lot of times, for me, Mo, is that I don't take someone's word because you can only judge a person through personal experience.
Yes.
You don't know our audio guy. But to say, oh, Mo, I don't like him. And then for you to say, well, I don't like him either because Shannon didn't like him. You have no personal experience with him. So why would you dislike him? People want us to dislike somebody because they've had a negative experience with that said person.
And we buy into it. We buy into it. Because this one don't like her. And then you say, why don't you like him? This is one thing my husband said to me one time. He said, Mama, there's not a person on the face of this earth that I dislike. I may dislike what they do, mm-hmm. but I don't dislike the person. And it took me a minute.
Separating them and shit, bro.
To understand it, because I'm like, I don't like their ass. I don't like what they did. I don't like their ass. I don't like their mama. I don't like none of them. But he said, no. There are things you've done that I dislike, but I don't dislike you.
Right.
And once we can get past that, then we even grow to be better.
Right.
So.
Hey, that's kind of like a little bit deep though. Like, I feel like that's kind of like taking, let's just say that that's kind of like a form of forgiving. So let's just say somebody did something bad to you, right? Not, you know, just like some snake in the back ass shit, right? And you like, you know what, bro? You bogus as hell. Like, that shit you did was wrong as fuck, but I'm just not gonna overdo it and just really wish bad upon you or nothing like that. But that shit that you did was bogus, but you, on the other hand, it's just whatever, bro. I just know that you just do flaw shit type shit. I feel like that'll take like a burden off you if you just can separate it like that. That shit was wrong, but I'ma leave you alone. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna put you with that shit and this person is, you get what I'm saying? If it makes sense what I'm saying.
What you're seeing right now, Shannon, is Mrs. Sidney Hicks, that my husband has set me down and had conversations with me and really taught me how to be a lady. Because people in this business know, if you beat sideways, baby, you beat that boy over the head with that tray in the cafeteria, right? Mm-hmm. I will cuss your ass out in ways that they wish I beat him with a tray. And he had to say, Mama, they won't hear you.
Right.
They don't hear you. Once you go there, so he's had to teach me how to really be a queen.
Right.
Really know my worth, really understand my value. And I'm grateful for that. And I used to say to my husband, I wish I could put you in a bottle and shake you up and let black women take a sip to know what it's like to truly be loved by a black man that is a king. When I tell you, Shannon, it's a love that is unexplainable and unimaginable. That's why I can't be broken. And I say that humbly. I can't be broken because I got a king at home. I got a king right there that when all this shit went crazy, that man took me by my hands and said, don't you know we good? And I believed him. And right now to this day, I believe him. And when you have that type of strength.
That shit deep, because I know I know how strong that shit is, bro. If you got somebody like that, bro, hold on to him for real.
It's hard to bend.
Let me take it back a little further. Well, you know what I'm saying? If you got somebody who can do that and you feel the relief like shit, you right. Hold on to that person, bro.
Over. You can't.
Right.
User adoption.
No, they gave me an ad, talk a little more about it. But that's just some real shit. That mean they like it's spiritually entwined with you. Like, if that's the right word, I ain't never just say entwined. But you know what I'm saying? They're connected to you, to your soul, that they can calm your soul. Cause some people be like, man, fuck that, this woo woo. But if they can, we is okay. You like, damn, I am tripping. You right, we is okay. And they just make it all feel okay. All right, as long as they right there and they did what they did, hold on to that person, bro.
You said that when you were at your lowest, he lifted you to your highest.
You better know your homework, baby. I'm proud of you. We got toast on that one. You better know your damn homework. I said that when I was at my lowest, he loved me like I was at my best. And I was mentally ill because you're in this business. Everybody thinks you are the hero. Consideration can be thrown out the window. Patience can be thrown out the window. Because when you get home, you believe that I'm the breadwinner. And what I say is what goes. And this is what it is. And this is my third marriage, though my first. Because this is the first time I've known my place as a black man's wife. And there's a place. And we get so caught up in that word. What you mean your place? What you mean? Without him saying it, his actions showed me that he was the leader of that household. Without him saying it, I knew I was dealing with a king.
And he doesn't have to constantly remind you of it. He's
never. When we first got together, I sat at the head of that table. Comfortably. There was never a conversation about it. Till one day I knew I was in the wrong place. Wow. And I moved to the side of the table and he sat at the head. We never had a conversation about it. It just happened because it was supposed to. So when people question my husband and why is he there, you would hope you would have one like that. I remember our beautiful sister Tiffany Haddish did an interview with GQ magazine. And this, in my humble opinion, is where we keep throwing each other under the bus. You're doing an interview with GQ magazine, and I'm assuming the journalist was a white person. And the conversation turned to Monique. And she said, well, I don't do business like Monique do business, and I'm glad I don't have that husband of hers.
But she don't know your husband.
And when I saw that, it's like, Tiffany, if you had a husband like mine, you may not have 2 DUIs.
Damn.
If you had a husband like mine, you may not be caught up in what looks like you could have been grooming a child. And I say all of that with no judgment. But when you speak about having a husband like mine, you open up the door. And I'm saying to you, if you had one like mine, you may not sit in these positions that you can't explain the next day.
Right.
Why they be hating on him though? I'm just confused. Like that's her man, bro. What he's supposed to be at? What he's supposed to be at? And why? And what made Tiffany Haddish say that? Like, what do she see that we don't see? That she like, I'm glad I don't have. Maybe she was trying to be funny and that shit wasn't funny and it just, I don't know. But yeah, she basically saying if you had the right person like him by your side, you would be straight. You would be together. You would know your do's and don'ts, your whys and wins, and all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying?
Or it's a hard way to go. So once again,
Well, she doesn't even have a husband, let alone like yours.
Well, damn it! Now you said it. I sipped on that, Shannon. That was a sip. That required a sip.
You, Moesha, how did that come about?
Moesha?
Yeah, you had an audition for Moesha, right?
No, sir.
Hold on.
No, sir.
You didn't get on Moesha?
I did. I say this not to be, but I never auditioned.
What?
I've never auditioned. They've called, I think I thought I was auditioning for a Burger King commercial, but what it really was the agency I was with at the time just trying to blow smoke.
Right.
You know, making me think I'm doing something.
Right.
But to audition, when I first came to Hollywood, I told this guy named, I believe his name is MONIQUE, and I told AJ Johnson, and I told a sister named Kimberly Brooks. I said, I'm not auditioning. And they was like, okay, like your fat ass. You not auditioning? Okay, fat ass, we'll see. That's what they did. They laughed. But I meant that. I'm like, what you see is what you get. I am not going to, especially now. Especially now, why ever would I audition when I've got the highest award that you can get in this business called acting? And why would I do that?
Right.
Because
So you know who I am, you know what I do. Why we playing around? We get in the business where we ain't.
once I do that, I devalue me. If you can't look at my work and say, that's what we want, then no thank you.
Right.
Like they'll call, they'll send emails and they'll say, what's Monique availability? None of your business. I don't know you. So you just gonna send an email and wanna know what's my availability. I'm offer only. I am offer only.
Hey, that's some deep ass strong shit, bro. I don't do no plan. I'm only about business. If you hopping in my inbox, say I got the money, when can you come? Don't come in here and say, I'm thinking about, would you come try? No. Cut me the check. Show me the money. Fuck them out.
Again, we got to be careful what we say yes to. What Sidney Poitier say? It's not how many times you say yes. It's how many times you say no. And the moment our baby auditioned, they got set up for no trailers. They got set up for no food. They got set up for no drivers because now in their mind, they think you're desperate.
Right.
So when Oprah does the one-on-one with Taraji and she begins to run down her credits, the great Taraji P. Henson, then why ever would you allow the audition to happen? Why ever would you allow that? Why wouldn't you go to that studio and say,
She doesn't have to.
she doesn't have to, I handpicked them. So either our sister's not as powerful as we believe she is, or either there's not the concern that she tries to make it look like it is.
Global music superstar.
I feel it though. Why you playing? You know what's to me, bro. You know what's to me. I'm Taraji. I'm Monique. I'm you know, I'm the greats. I'm Denzel. Why would you play with Denzel like that?
But you turn.
That she tries to make it look like it is.
But you turn a couple of appearances on Moesha into the Parkers.
This is how the Parkers happen. Normally you shoot a pilot.
Correct.
Right?
Yes.
And the pilot, they decide whether or not they're going to do the show from the pilot. Right?
Yes.
Okay. Countess Vaughn and I, when I go to a meeting with a guy named Larry Little at Big Ticket Television, and at the time my agent was a woman named Susie Unger. They're trying to sell a talk show.
Yes.
We have a meeting. He says, listen, I don't need her to do a talk show, but if she can act, she has her own show. My agent said, of course she can act. Well, she didn't know if I could act or not, but I said, damn it, of course I can act. They brought Countess Vaughn into that meeting. That was at 1 o'clock. By that evening, they were negotiating the deal for the Parkers. The way they introduced the character, because they always talked about Kim's mother on Moesha, they introduced Nikki Parker in an episode of Moesha, which was the pilot spinoff to the Parkers. There was never an audition. There was never any of that.
So now all of a sudden you got your own sitcom.
Shut up. Come on now.
You go home and you like, from Bmore, Maryland, from what I went through to this.
Yes.
Are you looking around like, damn it, I knew this day was gonna happen.
Yes. 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 And you know how you know something as a child? Like, did you know you were gonna play professional
Yeah, absolutely.
football? I knew it, Shannon. I knew it. Like, I knew as a child, and I say this humbly, I knew the world would know my name. Like, I knew that.
Right.
So once you in it, you be just like, I still can be in a supermarket and somebody say, Monique, is that you? And I still can tear up because I'm like, I'm here.
Right.
I remember when I got my first parking lot at the Parkers. I didn't know I had a parking space. And they would send out emails to say, if you're here for the Parkers, park outside the gate. That's how naive I was. When you asked me, was I naive? So I would park outside the gate. Even though I'm one of the stars of a show, baby, they said if you with the Parker, because there's no 101. There's no Hollywood 101. There's no introduction. They just say go and you're supposed to get it.
Yeah.
So I would walk across the parking lot all the way over to the set, to the stage, till a brother named William Tripp was in a golf cart one day. He said, Mo, what you doing? I said, going to the set. He said, why are you walking across the parking lot? I said, oh, because they said if you with the Parkers, you got to park outside the gate. That brother laughed, but it was a brotherly laugh. He said, come here, baby, let me show you something. And I got on that golf cart, and he drove me to my parking space that had my name on it. That was a moment for me. Like I'm pulling up to a studio, and that's my name. That's the little fat black girl from Baltimore, Maryland, who was in the slow class. That's the little fat black girl from Baltimore, Maryland, who didn't have a lot of friends. A lot of people didn't want to deal with me. But that's my name on that parking space. Now, do you see why I fight like I fight? Because it's all possible. But what happens is we then lose ourselves in the possibility of what we're getting. And now we're too afraid to lose it. So all the principles, all the morals, all your values, they don't go away. You just push them to the side because you know what it's like not to have gas money. So I'll just, I just go ahead and do that a little bit.
Right.
My soul won't let me do that.
I fuck with that. Like that flame is never going out. But but she got the morals and principles that she really just standing on, bro. That would never fade away. And they wanted to water her to water it down as she get bigger and bigger, but she like, no, fuck no. I'm still that. I'm still the one trying to get to the top. I'm this big. I know my value. I know my worth. Y'all ain't finna blind me with the shiny things like it sound like Tyler Perry did, what's it, Al Sharpton, whoever it was, bro.
Why did you want to become famous? You asked me earlier, did I know that I was going to play in the NFL? And I told you yes, because I wanted to play in the NFL because it was going to get my grandmother and my family into a situation they probably would have never enjoyed without it.
Come on.
That was my driving force. That was all I thought about, Mo. Given your family situation and what transpired, why did Mo want to be famous so bad?
I'm a little fat black girl, baby. And ask another fat black girl. We fight for that attention because you wasn't the one picked on the playground to play kickball.
Right.
You wasn't the one picked for the spelling bee. You wasn't the one picked for this. You wasn't the one picked for that. So I was like, one day. I'm sure you growing up, you had your challenges.
Yes.
You were a dark-skinned man.
Yeah.
There was a time you stuttered.
Yeah,
I'm
you know,
sure.
I wasn't always popping, Mo, now that you brought it up.
Let's talk about it,
Yeah.
Shay.
It was the L.
Talk
DeBarges, you
about
remember
it.
that?
Talk about it.
The
Your
good
hair
hair,
wasn't
yeah.
curly. Your skin was black.
Yeah, man.
Okay?
Yeah, now that you brought it up, I wasn't always
what
popping.
that is. So
Yeah.
now to be that. Now to be that.
Yeah.
That shit just hit home. We like, damn, you motherfucker write that shit. Look, goddamn, this nigga forgot that. back in the back, Sam was a geek.
And you got to be careful. Because you remember the time when she told you, no, I don't want to go out on a date with old Black Shannon.
Yeah, you know. You're from Glenville.
Let me talk to her right now. Let me talk to your ass that wouldn't go out with Black Shannon. Now, you wish you would have went out with Black Shannon that stuttered. Okay, you wish you would have went out with black stuttering Shannon Sharpe's ass. Now look at him. He got the Shay show. I bet her ass a tough. I've been there. I've been there. So we understand it. You know, you understand that drive. You understand that thing in you that says, I won't let nobody stop me. Now, my drive wasn't that I wanted to get my family out of poverty because I've always grown up in a middle-class environment. So it wasn't that we were dirt poor, you know, we didn't have no whole lot, but I didn't look at it as we were in poverty.
Right.
For me, I just wanted to...
You probably know Vistaprint for...
Y'all know another thing about this interview? It's not as like tough as I thought it was gonna be. Like she ain't going in on like had Cat Williams going in. Maybe because she being like subtle about it, but she more so just about, it's just not about what I thought it was gonna be. It's not as messy. It's more so like empowering, uplifting, learning your values, standing on business, not taking no disrespect, you know.
I wanted the world to know me. And then once I had a son, right? I was very young when I had my first son. I didn't want him to have to go to a college because that was all that my parents could afford. I wanted him to be able to do whatever he wanted to do. And there was a sacrifice in that, right? Because when you're trying to go get it, you're missing this right here.
Oh, you miss a lot.
The nurturing,
Yes,
you miss all of that.
yes.
So, you know, all of that had to
Right.
be dealt with. So now with this group, with my second set of children, I'm a different mother than I was then. So my whole thing is, even right now, we want to make sure that when we leave here, our babies are good.
Right.
And their babies are good. And had Tyler Perry not told that lie, we would be on our way to that. And I know people saying, why she keep going back to that? I'm going to keep going back to that shit, Shannon Sharpe, till he takes accountability for it.
You said your first son,
Yes.
that you're trying to get it, but it robbed you of a lot of things of a mother-son relationship.
It did.
And so you made sure not to make the mistake this time around. What's your relationship like? Is he resentful of that?
We're still very much separated.
Okay.
And it's a
I hate to hear it, man. I really do. Like, that's kind of why, like, at least I would think that she has a good relationship. Beyonce, bro, her ass went away. She went away when she had Blue, bro. And I truly think she wanted to be a mother. Like, I got the bread. I'm Beyonce. I'm going to just go get put up. They going to have to miss me. When we come back, I'm going to bring my daughter out there. You know what I'm saying? That type of shit. I'm going to bring her with me as I grow her. So I really, like, salute that. And I wish, like, everybody can, like, but I know it's easier said than done when you trying to get it and you, like, fame and your bills is hitting that. So now you got to go here with work and just shit like that, bro.
It's one of those things where you have to pray to the universe and say, let time do the healing. And that's it.
Right.
That's it. Let time do that healing. It may heal it in time and it may not.
Right.
And that's something that we as parents have to say, listen,
Right.
I've done what I could do. I've taken accountability for it. Now it's up to you.
Right.
That's like when somebody's saying, Shannon, I want to apologize to you. Now it is up to you
Whether or not to accept it.
whether or not to, but once I give it to you, I've done my part. And don't apologize like no punk. I'm just sorry for everything. That gets your ass out of it. No, break it down. Let's go bit by bit so that way we know you understand the offense that you've done.
Right.
Now, I'm not saying, because I've had to do that.
Right.
When I tell you I was so out of line and out of order when I first got with my husband, so out of order and out of line. And this has been my best friend since 10th grade, since we were 14 years old. He came to the other weddings. Okay?
What?
It was like my brother.
That's crazy.
This man, he was like my brother.
He been out hustling you for a minute, Mo.
You know, he wasn't. That's why it's so beautiful, because we were like, we had a place together. He would see my boyfriend, I see his girlfriend, you know, then
You
he
didn't
might,
feel some type of way?
this was my brother. This was literally my brother. And then if it wasn't my boyfriend, it might be another little fella.
Yeah.
But, you know, he was like my brother. We were
Right.
brother and sister.
Right.
So the way
That's why niggas don't play that brother shit. No. You see, she ended up with the brother. The dudes that she probably got into it with, it said, oh, that's my brother. Why you tripping? He just my brother. He like my brother. And ain't, nah, fuck that ain't your brother. I know what he want. Woo. Who she with now, bro? The brother. So what you think they thinking? Oh, you been fucking the brother, bro.
it happened,
Yes.
it was so pure.
Tell me, that's what I want to know now. He came to you, say came to weddings, you saw him have girlfriends. I don't know if he was married or not before
Nope,
you.
never been married.
How? How did it? I got to know this. Because Hallmark need to do a story
Baby girl,
on this.
we got time. We got time. We good on time.
Absolutely.
I want you to say that again, and I don't want Hallmark, but okay, because this story is spicy, and I don't know if Hallmark can handle the spice of the story. So,
when you built your own,
do y'all know they thinking like, bro, she with him, the one she told me not to worry about?
we've always been like brother and sister, right? He was the one I would call after a show when I was staying at a motel. And I'd be like, yo, they got me in this motel and niggas outside and everything, I'm scared. He'd be like, but one day you're gonna be on the inside. This is the same guy that we was going to the, like our little farmer's market in Baltimore, and I had a comedy club called MONIQUE's in Baltimore, and the girl had on a MONIQUE's t-shirt. And he says, one day, they know you only in Baltimore, but one day they're gonna know you all around the world. That's the same guy that when we step off of a plane in London together, and the guy says, my wife knows I fancy you. And we went back to that moment coming out of that store in Baltimore, where one day they'll know you all over the world. So he always made life right for me. But it was my brother, right? And I remember one night when I thought Gerald Levert was my boyfriend. And let me be clear, I thought he was my boyfriend. I was never his girlfriend, right? But in my mind, you know, we'll take it somewhere, right? So I'm in my feelings, because I like this little teddy bear, right? But the teddy bear.
And it's funny you should call today. You feel me?
Yeah. Didn't like.
It wasn't reciprocated.
Okay, all right, not the way I wanted it to be,
Correct.
right? So I call up my best friend. And I'm saying I'm mad. He said, all right, he said, listen, it's all good. When you come home, you know, let's just hang out, right? And when I went home, I was doing the BET Awards.
Right.
And I had a big party at my house.
Yeah.
She went crazy. Monique got the best BET intro awards, if not host, that I can remember, bro. For real, she killed that shit, gang. I ain't gonna cap.
And the next day I was supposed to go to Essence for the Essence Festival. So that night at the house, my house, the outside is packed. Ain't nobody throw a Hollywood party, Shannon Sharpe, like Monique threw a Hollywood
You
party.
thought
I had every race, every nationality, everything you thought could be at a party, and everybody was just
having a great time.
A great time, right? So he's at the party, and he's very reserved. You know, very reserved cat. So I grab his hand and say, come on, let's go dancing. And we go out on the dance floor and have a great time. After that, I'm like, all right, I gotta start packing to get ready to go to the Essence Festival. So we go upstairs and I take my shower. Well, it's nothing for him to see me naked because we were roommates, you know, so nothing. So he says, when you come back from Essence, I wanna talk with you. So I said, okay. So he went to kiss me on my cheek. But the kiss was half lip. It was like here.
Yeah, okay. See, sleep with it.
You see it?
Sleep with it.
It was right there. It was right there, right? Now, I tried to turn the whole mouth, but it came right there. Right, because I felt something different. I felt it. And I was like, and then after it happened, we both almost had a feeling of like, we did something wrong. Like that's my, so we didn't.
That's my brother.
Address it.
Right.
I came back from Essence Festival.
What you want to talk about?
I went to his place.
Okay.
He fixed dinner.
Oh, okay.
He fixed dinner and read this amazing poem that he wrote. That was almost 19 years ago.
Uh-oh.
We've never been apart since then.
Wow.
We've never been apart since then. And I am more in love with that man today than I was when we first got married, because I didn't really know what I was getting. I knew I was getting somebody I could trust, because I just needed somebody that I could just try, like my brother stole from me. I just needed somebody that I could just trust, and I didn't want to keep on having randoms.
Right.
Because that gets old after a while.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
You're just trying to fill the void.
Right.
And men go through that as well as women. You just get tired of So I knew I could trust him. But I didn't know he was the king that he was, Shannon. I didn't know that I would be raised. And there are women that have a problem with me saying that, and I will not back down from it.
If y'all know, bro, what she's saying by be raised, bro. It's not even like a bad term. That shit is like so positive and growth. Like, I really grew from this shit. I never knew. You don't know what I used to think back then, but now that this person done groom, I don't want to say groom me, but help me realize. Basically, that's all it is. It's helping you realize your potential and what you can do and what you shouldn't do. And this is really what adults do. This is some kid shit. This is some grown woman shit. This is some little girl shit. This is some grown man shit. This is some little boy shit. Like, it just help you just figure them things out, bro. So, and she sound powerful about it. So it's really sad. She really found her one in that. And I think that shit is dope.
I did not know that that man would take me from a 15-year-old mentality. Even though I'm a star, I'm famous, I got a few dollars in my bank account, but still had that little girl mentality. You can't correct me, you can't say nothing to me, you can't check me, you can't do none of that. Still had that way. That man was able to shut all of that down and grow me up. So, I gotta...
Exactly what I just said, bro. She thought all this shit over here, which the little girl shit was grown woman shit. I'm Monique but him like shutting that shit down, however he did it, however it fitted for him to do it for her, grew her up like, damn, I should listen more before I speak. I really be acting like a bitch when I should be doing this. I really be leaving shit around when I should, you know what I'm saying? Just shit like that.
Great one. I won't even say a good one. I got a great one.
You got a great one.
Yeah.
You got a lover, a best friend,
Yes.
a manager, a husband,
Yes.
a confidant,
Yes. Yes. Yes.
a protector.
Yeah. You're saying it, and it seems like people have a hard time getting it, but that's exactly who Sidney Hicks is. He's all of those things.
That's what I don't get. Why would Tiffany Haddish say that? Who else feel like, maybe because he just secretly intimidating without being intimidated. Like, I'm not here to intimidate you, bro. I'm here to just chop it up. And he just ain't with the fuckery, I guess. I don't know. That made me want to look into him. Like, is he on like interviews? Have he done interviews? Like, what's the issue with him? If he a man that's just there beside his wife all the time. All right, I'm gonna stop right there though. Yeah, nice little interview still going on, but like I said earlier, it ain't what I thought it would be. I'm like, she just like being humble. Tyler Perry, she on your ass though, bro. So I don't know. She ain't let you slide, bro, till you figure it out. She probably let Oprah. Nah. She probably gonna let. She on both of y'all ass, but Tyler Perry, bro, she got the tape, bro. She got the receipts, bro. You feel me? Yeah. What I said this is part 4. Y'all let me know what y'all think, and catch me on that reaction.